Welcome back to the XDS Custom Shop here in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm here with Eric. Say hi, Eric.
Hi, Eric.
He's rocking the Mouse Rat shirt. I myself have been binging Parks and Rec I say binging, it's like watching an episode a night. Is that binging?
No.
I guess it is relative to broadcast.
Is it binging then? Because I used to watch, this is going to change some people's opinion on me, but after college, I was watching my aunt's house for a while, and I'd get home from work and I'd watch an episode of Gilmore Girls while I ate dinner. And I did that for most of a summer.
Okay, well, we can edit that out. That's fine. So Mouse Rat, Gilmore Girls.
Yeah.
It's all connected.
It's all one thing.
And now all these pedals are connected. Check out that sequitur. And there's a lot of signature pedals on here. Here's a gearbox. That's an Andy Wood thing. A hot wire, Brent Mason. We got our buddy Sean Tubbs's tilt pedal from Rev. And then there's Andy's compressor over there as well, which is a great compressor. Eric, what is your take on signature gear? Be they pedals, guitars, or are they different things? I mean, I know pedals and guitars are different things.
I think I'm for them. If you are a big fan of a particular player, you may or may not sound like them. Or let's say you want to sound like Andy. He's been in here a lot, seen him play a lot. I would like to sound like him. I would like to be able to play like that. Now, putting aside the ability to hold the pick the same way, to strike the string the same way, with all that stuff, if you want to sound like him, pretty good place to start is by getting a gearbox or by getting this compressor. It's a great starting point.
Yeah. And then that just leaves you with a lifetime to get the chops going.
Which is also super fun to sit there and goof around with these things, get different kinds. I've got a bunch over here.
I like how you're working on picks, and I'm working on like getting my right hand and my left hand to work in harmony.
Well, it's like anything. There's levels to the things you can focus on.
For sure. Well,
but it just comes down to time and effort and enjoyment.
Yeah. So I think definitely there's a place for signature gear, obviously.
Yeah, I like them. I should say there's some signature gear out there that you see, hey, this is my signature pedal. The artist will push it for a while, and then you go see them at a show, and the pedal is nowhere to be seen, or the amp, or the guitar. Back in my touring days, we called them gear slots because they would jump from brand to brand. And it was kind of just whoever would give them free stuff.
Yeah,
was sort of the thing.
You can get that sense, I think, pretty clearly. Now, all these,
I understand. The
things on here, these guys are using. I know for a fact.
Yeah, we've put both of these on everything we've done for Andy.
And we did Sean Tubbs's board.
He's got that. I think I've seen one of these on every one of Brent's boards that I've seen across
we
the
haven't built anything for Brent, but I know I'm fairly confident that I've seen those, as Eric has said, on every board that he's done. So these guys use and believe in their stuff. And I know Andy, because he's told us, he's spent a lot of time working on these things. These weren't rubber stamp, hey, John, send me a compressor and I'll rubber stamp it. Hey, Brian, send me a dirt box and let's just get my name on it and get it out there. I don't think he could do that if he wanted to.
Yeah,
I think it seems counter to his whole ethos.
I would agree.
So, great stuff. I think I look at it like playing cover songs. Like when you get started playing guitar, nobody says you got to go out and you got to play your own music. Never play anybody's cover songs. Like when you're just starting out, I think it's widely held that learning people's tunes is a pretty efficient way to learn to play the instrument. So why wouldn't be playing other people's favorite stuff be a reasonable path to figuring out what you like?
I fully agree.
Well, walk us through this board now that we've done the philosophy.
Well, it's a pretty good sized board. It's 32 by 18 and a half.
Uh-huh.
So pretty big footprint
Pretty
here.
chunky.
Starts up here with the Shure, and it's one of the new ones with the jack on the top there.
So if you get in trouble, you just plug right in.
Plug her in there. So no need for an in on the interface here. Shure, tuner here. Turn it
I feel
off.
like it's telling me something.
Yeah.
Tell me why you do that again.
Well, just have a good buffer in it. If this thing goes down, you go through there. You may or may not want this, or if they replace this with something in the future, might as well just come through here. The volume pedal does not have a buffer in it. There's not specifically a buffer in front of it to be able to drive both the pot inside of it and a tuner pedal. So just running through it, these have a good buffer in them that prevents any kind of
And what about the
loading.
unmute label? That was mostly what I was getting at.
These come up in the on position all the time.
And that means muted.
So when you plug the board in and you plug your stuff in and say, hey, it doesn't work, what's going on? Unmute it.
Unmute.
Boom, there you go.
Yep.
So I started doing that with those when we run through them because it could be an issue, but now it hopefully will not be one.
So tuner.
Compressor here.
Good compressor.
I tried to turn it on and went right in the
that
hole
won't
there.
work.
Wah pedal.
Wah.
Yeah. Cool. Volume up front. Front of the drive.
Early.
Clean up stuff. Ooh. Light speed. Modern classic. Pardon my coughing.
That's okay.
I really like the gold ones here. This is
because of the bass,
maybe the first one.
Else?
They sound good. Well,
Okay.
let me rephrase. This particular one sounds very good, and it kind of is behaving a little bit more like an older one, I think.
Now you can take this to the bank, folks, because even out of the guys that you know that we know who play a lot of these Nobles, I would hazard to think that Eric has played through more Nobles ODR1s than anybody in this city, which may indicate anybody on the planet.
Well, I don't know about that. I've played through an awful lot of them in a pretty sterile environment here, though, not in a live context.
True enough.
Live, I've used the one I own, and that's it.
Yeah.
But I do like the one I have. It's an old silver one with the clicky knobs. Ooh. But the bass knob there really is adding something to this pedal. And it does a little bit more, I think, than just the bass. Because I find and this is
well,
just,
if it's in that place that they normally cut the bass, it would.
Yeah, if it's there, which I like where it cuts it there. I feel like many of the new ones, I find myself running them about there-ish. Older ones, I find myself running them about maybe there-ish.
Mm-hmm.
This one runs closer to the old ones
That's harshest
than
where
the newer ones.
The pointers are.
You tend to get the level up a little bit higher, maybe a little bit more spectrum. And I don't know, it's a cleaner distortion, I find, is the biggest difference, I think, between the
Very interesting.
the older. I don't know how to say it better than that.
So, I think gold ODR good.
Yeah, this I think is the first one I've seen. And so based on the huge sample set of one,
That's right, of one.
thumbs up.
So from there to the Pettyjohn?
Pettyjohn, which these sound great too.
Very cool.
I like them.
To Tubsies.
Tubs,
Mm-hmm.
hot wired, gearbox.
Mm-hmm.
Take us a little jog over here. EQ that we have modded with our
Beautiful.
mid-range thing there.
Nice.
And then that drives out to the amp here. Pardon my coughing again. Send from the amp into the effects loop here. Ooh, we're going to come in here. We're going to go to this booster pedal.
Nice.
Which is nice. I kind of like having a booster in the loop because then you can just get you some level,
Mm-hmm.
which is good. Then the big 3, 4 maybe? I feel like a lot of boards have these and this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's fair.
Mobius timeline, H90, big sky. Return to your amp. Go to town.
Colossal. Where was the booster?
It's in the loop. It's the first thing.
First thing. Did you say that? Sorry.
I did say
I
that.
missed it.
That's
Yeah,
all right.
this is a killer board.
Barry's manning the camera back here, so
Yeah, I'm thinking focus, frame,
yeah,
all those things.
got a lot of stuff to think about.
Well, cool. This is a great board, great setup.
It is, yeah.
I dig it.
Zuma, Ohide, power, body here.
Very nice.
Couple doubles, but that's double up powers, I should say.
Yeah, so petty in the tilt, light speed, ODR. Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
But a very strong board. If you come down low here, you'll see very amphitheater-like quality
It
to this thing.
ascends, if you will.
So
cool.
I think everything should be pretty
gettable
without stomping on your lower neighbor here. And it's not too obnoxiously high.
No.
I mean, this is pretty high, but it's not crazy.
Yeah, for sure. Well, beautiful work, Eric. As always, look at those cable chases. Look at all that fan out there on those DC plugs. That's lovely. So great work. If you guys need something like this or something completely different, you know who to call. And we'll talk then. Later.